Hi, Brandon.
Hi Andrew, how you feeling?
I'm feeling okay today. It's been a rough road to recovery.
Well, and you had to run that clinic on Saturday?
Yeah,
Sheesh.
it was fine. Saturday was a good day. I felt good, but took it out of me a little bit.
hmm
Just gotta live my life one caffeinated drink at a time.
Whatever works.
How was your week? And
Not bad. Yeah, it was good.
it's very descriptive.
Well, I mean, it's not terribly exciting. Just work and got my Christmas lights up on my house and not really intending on turning them on for a while, but they're up there.
Well, that is very domestic of you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a regular ward cleaver over here.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really do any of that stuff. It's I'm looking forward to not living in a home and getting a nice two-bedroom condo with no yard and nothing to do domestic like that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, Kelly does all the decorating for holidays and stuff, so it's it's fine for her, not for me. How our class has been going?
Good.
People still having fun?
I hope so.
And I feel I've been out of the loop for so long, man. It feels weird. So it's a little weird to come back. I was there this morning, and it was funny. Just I don't think I've been away from going to the gym that long in a long, long time.
Oh man.
I don't think I've actually ever been that long. Like I don't think I've ever been that long away from actually going to the gym for at least one class or something like that in probably 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm getting lots of people coming on. Brooklyn, Kate. We have a Galaxy S8 on. Steve, Vanessa. We have two iPhones. Hello, everybody. That's not on mute, which is everybody. Brooklyn, are you from Bountiful?
Hey, Andrew, no, it's Brooke from Riverton.
Oh.
Phone disconnected.
No, that's what Brookish. Cool. Well, we got one more minute. Hi, Brett. Susie's on.
Hello.
Hi, Steve. Okay. It's 8:15. We will get started. Got a few things to just go over announcements. Like I was saying, got kind of an agenda that we're doing each week. Uh-oh, got an echo. So, get to our agenda. So, big announcement. The awards banquet. Continue to keep announcing that. That's going out on social media. Roaring 20s. Going to be super fun. It's going to be at the Hilton, downtown Salt Lake. I'm pretty excited for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got lots of different awards that are going to be going out in different categories. There's going to be a lot of people there. Make sure that you're announcing that people are RSVPing because it is a limited number of space that's allowed. And then also for dinner and those kinds of things. And so further details are going to go out as they continue to get locked down with specific numbers. But make sure that you guys are announcing that the urgency of RSVPing when that time comes. So if there's any questions or anything, again, I think we can get, you guys can chat on the side, and there's a chat bar where there's already somebody. Oh, can't hear anything? Brittany can't hear anything.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear Kylan.
Figured it out.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We'll get used to this. Thanks for being flexible and kind of pivoting with things. But this is going to be really what we're going to use from now on. Zoom seems to have an awful lot of features that we can utilize. So we'll get used to it. We'll learn how to use it. But this is going to be the norm for each week from now on. But again, so the awards banquet, and if there's any questions or anything like that, feel free to jump on. We have another really kind of cool thing that I really enjoy doing. We have another Meet the Team Day. I had an opportunity to talk to the gentleman who's coming out. So when we have a franchise that's like a prospective franchise or someone who's interested in going through the process, I do what's called a validation call. And I speak to them and talk to them and answer their questions about like mostly the history and where we came from and where we're heading. And so I got to speak to this guy's name's Herb. He actually owns a boxing gym in Texas, in Georgetown, Texas, and just a really nice guy. And it was really an awesome conversation that we had. And it was crazy. And this kind of goes along with culture. So I'm just going to kind of tie the two together. It was crazy to hear his story and how he started. And how he had started his boxing gym, where he had come from. It was insanely similar to how Legends began, and so he just, I think he's going to be an amazing fit for the Legends family, and I'm excited for him to come out. That's in December. It's going to be the 5th and 6th. And then right before that, actually, I'll be able to head out and go to Houston, and I'm excited about that. It's going to be an awesome trip out to Houston to go and hang out with the Houston crew at the Memorial location and with Kevin and Tom. And it's going to be awesome. There's a lot of good things that are going on around there. And so I'm excited for that. The next coaches clinic. I would love to schedule that for the 7th if people are available for that. I know holidays are coming up. I know that it's getting a little harder for things to be able to coordinate and those kinds of stuff. And so that's kind of why I would love to do it on the 7th. That's going to be pretty early in the month. So hopefully we can get a lot of people there and really be able to, get a great one. Last clinic was awesome this last Saturday. I had a lot of fun. It was a great time. It seemed like everybody that was there learned quite a bit. And I really want the next one to be just as successful, if not better, as we try to make them better every single time. So if anyone is opposed to, if I have a ton of people that just can't make the 7th, the only next available date that I would see would be the 14th. But that's getting even closer to holidays and people wanting to maybe go out of town. So I'm just going to lock it down for the 7th now, unless I get a bunch of Slack messages from, a bunch of you who wouldn't be able to make that date. But as of right now, put that in your calendars. Same place, Riverton, noon, and we'll keep rocking on those. We have a big, huge change. Some of you may already know a little bit about the change that's happening in our CRM. Memorial is going through it actually right now. We're switching to a different system. This is going to be the final switch. This is an amazing system. I've gone through most of the training for this. It's called Club Ready. So this is our new CRM that we're using instead of Wellness. And this is going to be a game changer for sure. I'm actually really feeling really good about this change. I really like a lot of the features. This really automatically just plays into a lot of the core value things that we do just naturally in our system, and the things that we've talked about in the past and have really wanted to be able to do as coaches. And like a long time ago on a coach's call, I think it was Brandon who had mentioned being able to jot down like goals and different kinds of things that are happening with members, and milestones and that kinds of stuff. And this CRM already has that built into their system, and it's going to be awesome as coaches for us to be able to get into a system of jotting down what our members, like experiences that they're having, different things that they're doing, milestones that are that they're breaking, and really be able to keep a pulse on it for each class that goes to, or for anyone that wants to be able to go on and make sure that they're helping their members achieve their results. And it just 100% goes hand in hand with our core values. So I'm really excited about this. They're migrating over in individual locations. Memorial is starting that process and should be live tomorrow or sometime this week, and start rolling with Club Ready. So we're going to keep everybody notified with what's going on, but it's going to be kind of going through its phases with Memorial for a little while, but we'll keep you guys in the loop with how that goes. But I'm excited for it. Groupon. So the big thing about Groupon is we've already talked about it. We talked that there is, training available. Make sure that you guys are versed with that. But the head coaches are going to be the ones who do the one-on-ones. And that's really kind of the recommendation. And for the head coach to coordinate with the account manager, what they have to do is redeem an actual code. So when, they bring in their Groupon, they have to redeem that code. So it's being tracked, and making sure that they're, using it. There is an expiration date, and those kinds of things. And so it needs to, be coordinated between the head coach and the account manager to make sure that you guys are on the same page, and that the individual for their personal training session is getting well taken care of. We want these Groupon people to come in and feel the culture, be treated just like any other member, and we want them to convert and turn over into a Legends member. And so let's really shine like we always do, but don't treat them any differently, and make sure that they're being treated just like any other member. Can you hear us now, Brittany?
Hey, I'm on the call too, by the way. Sorry about that. I'm being late.
Okay, Curtis is there, so I guess they can hear us now too. Okay.
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, I can hear you. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. So if there's any questions about Groupon, guys, please let us know. Let us help you. That's what we are here for, is for corporate. We are here to support and help you guys be able to get it locked down. Last announcement, Kylan and Marquis. I saw both of you are on the call, fighting this weekend in Payson on Saturday. If you guys can make it to go show your support, I know you guys have seen some of the training stuff going on online and that they've been going around to the other gyms and sparring. So keep helping them out. But if you guys can get out there and show some support for them, that would be awesome. So good luck to you guys. And that's going to be cool.
Where's that at?
Third. We'll send out more details. I don't actually have any of the details. I just know that Kylan had mentioned to me on the coaches clinic on Saturday that he did get a fight, and that I've known about Marquis' fight for like a week or so. But yeah, it's going to be cool. It's Marquis' third fight. Kylan, I don't even know, your 12th fight or something like that.
14th.
14th. Okay, well, see, that's gonna be cool. So that's the last announcement that we had for that. So let's get into, where'd it go? There it is. Training. So coaches training. MIT training is live. For those who weren't there at the coaches clinic to get that announcement or hadn't seen it on Slack or email or help site, but that is live. It is now available on the help side. I sent a message out on the Slack. So if anybody that's on the call is not on the Legends Coaches channel on Slack, please make sure that you do that so that you can get the information for all the coaches. But there is a video that I posted from some coaches in Lehigh, Tiffany and Sarah, who've been working on the MIT training and are just doing an awesome job. But it's an example of a turned in assignment, an actual assignment that was just done exactly, really a great example of how to do it and what I'm looking for. What I want is to just really see that you guys can coach and that you can definitely take a step back to see exactly what's going on with the individual's boxing and really utilize the mitts for what they can be for with that tool of really one-on-one being able to condition someone's boxing and really heighten their technical abilities as that one-on-one interaction with a coach. And so, watch that example. Let me know if you have any questions. Keep shooting me a bunch of assignments. And, it's going to be awesome. I'm looking really forward to it, to be able to see all of these assignments that are coming in and all the progression that's going on with you guys as coaches and the MITS training. And so that leads right into coaches training. Very, very rigorously been working on this, Terry and I, trying to get this live. And we have finally come to the conclusion, and it's going to be live this week. I don't want to give an exact date right now. I'm really hoping that we can put it live tomorrow. But I would say, let's say Wednesday, but we'll let you know and we'll post it on Slack and we'll get you all the links and everything that you need to be able to get on there and do the coaches training. For any new member coaches, they'll be going through this training. And then I also highly recommend you guys that have already certified to go through this training and get the additional information and be able to learn a little bit more. Because this one I definitely can say Terry and I have countless hours of filming and information and literature to put down to really, really ramp up the training from what you guys took in the past. So I encourage you to go and do that as well as the MIT training. So any questions on that, go ahead and again, guys, you can definitely chime in and chat on the chat line, or you're unmute and ask any questions that you want to.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a quick question. So with that training and then in the future, the sparring training, is that going to be good for any one-on-one personal training, or is that just going to be for head coaches, or do you know any details on that?
All of the details are still being formulated on personal training. You will have to be MIT certified and sparring certified beforehand. So we're still a little ways down the road before we have all of the details about the
Okay.
personal training session, that's going to entail. But definitely as we go and we get more into it, you guys will know, and we'll keep you informed with that.
All right. Thank you.
Any other questions, guys, relating to any of the announcements or any of the coaches' training? Okay. So last thing on the call is always the challenge. And so, like I said, we go through culture, and culture was that kind of the meet the team day, and with Herb and his gym and his background. I mean, it really was crazy, guys. It was like for those who have heard my story, how I started and why I started boxing and how overweight I was, he did the exact same thing. I mean, he did the exact same thing. And it was so crazy to the point where he even weighed the exact same amount I weighed before he realized he needed to get back into the gym and lose some weight. So it was really insane to hear the story in the background and how much it compared to mine and Legends. So it's really cool to just hear about that stuff and know that it's happening in other places, and boxing is really what's pulling it together and is the catalyst for all of it. It's just super cool. So last thing is the coach's challenge. Somebody please chime in and tell me how these challenges have been going. If anybody's been doing them, if they've been working, if they've been successful, if it's been fun, somebody chime in. Or not. The cool thing about Zoom is I get to control you guys from here. I can mute you, unmute you, all sorts of stuff.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Who's this?
This is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, so I did both of the challenges. The first one where we taught the pivots in class, and we worked on those, and that was pretty cool because I had them just do pivoting without hitting the bag, and then I added it into hitting the bag in my class that week. And then last week I worked with 3 people on the speed bag, and it was just nice to get to know them a little bit as we were talking about doing the speed bag and different ways that you can do the speed bag, and just talking about how that I'm not perfect at it, and so telling them that they can build up to it just as much as I can, and that I have to work on it. And so just to see that, that I'm not perfect, even though I'm a coach, I'm not perfect at it, but we can work at it together. And anyway, so that was cool that we were just worked on it together.
That is cool.
I like the challenges because it pushes me to do different things than maybe what I would have done in the norm.
Good. That's the whole point of them. So good. I love it. I hope you guys caught on to that same part of that as I did. That's awesome that she's putting forth and doing these challenges, but even more, it's okay that you as coaches aren't perfect at it and you guys can work at it together. That is, to me, everything that it's about of being a member coach, being a coach, being a part of Legends. I say it all the time, and I've said it in every coach's clinic. You walk into every single class that you're going to coach with the mentality is you're practicing to become the best coach that you can every single time. And that right there is exactly it. And that's awesome. So thank you very much for chiming in with that, Sarah. Anybody else? Guess not.
I actually took over Allison's class today, and I don't know if it was a challenge when we had the coach clinic, but centering yourself, center mass and all that, I worked on that with the classes today. And when we started the mitt work, the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, there was just a lot of people leaning forward and that back foot's up off the ground, and they're just leaning and reaching for their punches. So I started it with that, using that as an example, and then just had them, like, that was the focus while we were on the bag today, is to just focus on being centered when you're moving forward, backward, left, right, throwing your punches and blah, blah, blah. It worked out pretty good. They seemed like they were definitely doing it.
That's awesome. That's way cool. And that's like absolutely true. And I know all you other coaches in your classes, when you're doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I bet that's going through your brain right now going, oh yeah, I do see that a lot. They're all leaning forward on their front foot. And I bet you if you took somebody and you extended their arms out and you stepped away from them, you could show them exactly how long their arms really are, and that they would feel like they're too far away. So there's a small little side challenge that we'll put on you guys for helping somebody to know their distance that they actually can throw a 1 from when they hit the mitts. Because I know for a fact in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 laps, or they smother and they get close. And so challenge that and do that. But the actual challenge, and in the coaches clinic, for those of you guys know there, I told you I was going to do my very best to create a week's worth of workouts where a lot of the focus is footwork or developing strength in our feet or balance and coordination. That was basically what the entire coaches clinic focused on the whole time on Saturday, was balance. Just like Curtis was saying, balancing and center massing between your stance, and then also being able to distribute and shift that weight in any kind of scenario, so that you're able to rotate hips and feet into it and keep and maintain that balance. So this week's challenge is to apply footwork or movement in all combos this week. So other than, I think today I listed combinations, but other than that, when you guys are calling out combos for, on 3x3 rounds or any of the types of drills that we're doing for bag work, I challenge you to add some sort of footwork or movement, or encourage the movement, show them, get on the bag. And if you call out, multiple ones, if it's a 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, make sure that they're moving one direction or the other while they're throwing their ones. So it's even encouragement like that, where it can just be, while you're throwing the combination, guys, make sure that you're moving to this direction, or make sure that you're going and transitioning from outside to inside and you're using your proper footwork to maneuver yourself inside. So like those types of things, I challenge you guys to take that extra 5 seconds and educate the class and stop them and show them exactly what it is that you want them to do with those combinations that you're calling out. But adding footwork or some sort of movement in every combo that you call out. That is this week's challenge. So get out there into your classes and challenge your members to get better and increase their boxing. And I promise you guys that the more engaged that you are as coaches, the more you find to teach them, to encourage them, to make them feel that their boxing is increasing and it's getting better, the longer those people are going to stay. Because no matter how long you've been boxing, there is always something that you can learn or that you need to improve on. And we can absolutely be that encouragement and that person that keeps those people coming back to our classes to gain more knowledge from what we're learning ourselves. So that is the challenge, but that is also the conclusion of the coach's call. Unless there are any final comments or suggestions, anything at all, open mic now. And remember, I can unmute you and I can put you on video and I can do all of that stuff with the click of a button.
Don't let the power go to your head, Andrew.
You might see something you might not want to see.
And it's recorded.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to tell you, though, I love this last coach clinic that we had. I needed it for myself. And I feel like just the basic footwork and turning my body more. I feel like I'm like learning boxing all over again today. Like I went in class and did 2 classes today, and the whole time I was like, I don't even know how to box anymore. Like, I need to figure this out with this new stance. And it's not even a big adjustment, but it gave me something to work on, and I love it. And I'm looking for more members. So thanks. Good job on the coach clinic.
Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate that. I did have a really good time. And so I'm going to try to, that's kind of my goal for each one of the clinics, guys, is to come there with a specific set, one thing specifically about boxing that we can work on, practice, and learn something new. And we can all learn together. And I really want the coaches clinics to start being, they've already been very interactive, but I want them to also start being a way for us to learn from each other and learn together, because each one of us have our own experiences in classes, and there's new things that we see and that we catch on to. And I want that feedback, and I want that, stories, and I want you guys to tell me the things, and I want you to bring questions. I know you can hear me, Marquis. You're here in Utah still. It'd be a great opportunity for you to catch one of these before you get out to Texas. Just saying. But these are going to be good, guys. They're going to be a lot of fun. So December 7th, the next one, I will what I'm also going to start doing is just kind of whatever you say, kind of echoing all of what I'm saying on the coaches calls on Slack for those who aren't on the call. But so keep yourselves notified on Slack, keep your notifications on. But remember, recap, go onto the help site, guys, and follow that link to be able to get your coaches trainings done and MIT training and get that sticker put on your certificate. Any final comments, questions? Okay, guys, thanks a lot. I appreciate you being on the call. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Andrew.
Andrew.
See you guys.